let a single one get away. Yeah, sorry, it's not Fox. It's Mega Kendo. We'll each need to take down about, like 100 of them. We'll win this! I know we will! You idiots! No! Even the real Smash Brothers characters didn't win, and they're the actual ones! Like, even the real Sonic couldn't run away from this, and he's the fastest thing alive! Well, good thing I'm here! Kendo the Hedgehog— No! Don't you understand? Forget Avengers! This is the actual endgame here. Oh god! Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, why'd they stop? Yeah, sorry, I'm only looking for the real Smash Brothers characters, so, like, you guys are free to go. Sorry to bother you. You guys will still watch this video, right? Hello again, YouTube! Welcome to Kendopolis, where we all stand as one. Yes, that's right, it is Super Smash Kendo Ultimate. I am Dr. Kendo. We have the Kendo Inkling on screen right here. Dr. Kendo, my avatar, has been seen crossed over on this channel with many series. I mean, we've done like Jurassic Park, Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, and these were all Kendo-fied, so like Five Nights at Kendo's, blah, blah, blah. So you see the Inkling right here. We're gonna be doing a ton of Smash Ultimate characters, oh my god. But still, somebody's gonna complain because they're gonna say like, not all the characters are here. And I'm gonna be like, shut up! Well, I can't do all of them in one episode. I mean, this is gonna be so many characters. I mean, probably close to like 20, which is a lot to do in 1 week in Scribblenauts. Anyway, the Inkling, pretty self-explanatory after you've made Dr. Kendo. I mean, we just gave it those inky eyes, but then like walrus, the back tail piece and stuff for those tentacles coming out the head. Now, we do have an ink canister that we did script, of course, too. It's gonna be worn on the back like a backpack, so that's kind of the main thing. We started out with a dot, but really the source object doesn't matter too much as long as you put that tube over it, kind of horizontal like this. And so you notice that ink canister looking pretty good. You'll see that all come together. We made a splatter shot for the Inkling as well. It'll be coming up later on in the episode. Right here, we got Kendo K. Rool. Why not King K. Kendo? Because that would do the initials KKK. I don't want to be even remotely involved with something like that in one of these episodes. We want to stay positive. Kendo K. Rool works just fine. Look at him. We've got Tiny. That's one of Maxwell's many brothers in this game. That's for the arms. A witch's torso piece, I guess, for the cape in the back. A lot of the other stuff, you know, we did use in the King K. Rool episode or in other episodes before, like a snowball. This is big belly right there, and Topaz is one of many jewels you could type in for that little jewel there, kind of near his chest. That's going to hold together the cape with an eyebrow behind that. For this next one, I did debate. Do we do Kend Cinnaror or Ken Cinnaror? Because some people think that my name must be Ken, you know, Dr. Kendo. But no, my name is not Ken. My real name is Doctor, and my last name is Kendo. So anyway, Ken Cinnaror, we just did it without the D. You could put the D. It doesn't really matter the name. I think that the creation is amazing. Look at this, you guys, and he does have that flame belt on right there with fireballs. We had a cat tail down there. A lot of these, because they're all one object, you guys probably are familiar with my Scribblenauts series if you've been here before, of course, that we usually create things as two separate objects, a head and a body, to get past the stamp limit. But for a lot of these characters that you're gonna see here, it's all just one object overall. That's something else to remember if you're like, hey, this detail isn't there. Also, these aren't the real characters. These are me and my family crossed over with the real characters. So that's something to keep in mind, is that it won't be exactly alike. It shouldn't be. But I do want to say I love you guys very much for watching this. We've got Kendo Kong right here. Donkey Kendo could have worked possibly, but that just sounds really strange to me. Donkey Kendo, I mean, I'm not a donkey, although Donkey Kong is not a donkey. That brings me back to a Futurama line where the professor is like, monkeys aren't donkeys! And it's true. So anyway, Kendo Kong, we got a tie in there, Tiny's arms. Once again, a clown nose for the hands. Octopus piece for the brow, and all of these have mica, M-I-C-A-H, for the head. You can only get that in Scribblenauts Unlimited, I believe. He's gonna look a little bit different in Unmasked, and unfortunately they wrote him out of Mega Pack completely, as they did with all 5th Cell members. Okay, so we have shown off a lot of creations already, but why not put them on the field? This is hilarious. They're all doing the same exact movement, you know, they're all breathing. Okay, well, the Inkling just messed that up, but it's like dominoes. That is hilarious. But yeah, you can see the Inkling's canister on its back and all that. that, but we still have a lot to create, so let's do this. I had to make a hard decision on this one for the eyes specifically. Okay, that's actually the stamp limit reached when we got this last glove too. That's a rubber glove. You're gonna wanna make sure, of course, before you start the creation, you type in rubber glove, go into the object editor, and make it kind of 2 parts. There's a little trash bag that'll be in the right-hand corner, and use that rubber glove facing that way. It's like to our front or whatever with the palm down. So you do want that glove or whatever right there for our Link version of Kendo. And so the eyes I did want actually a little bit squinted, kind of just one of those things like, hey, I'm tough, I'm a fighter, and semi like the real Link, you know, I can put a picture or something on screen of what I was inspired by. But we got a sword in his hand, shield on the other. Interesting thing is, actually, in Smash Brothers, they even go against this too, but Link holds the sword normally in his left hand, but for instance, like Skyward Sword, when you had to use the Wii remotes to represent the sword, they did actually change his hand, which one it goes into, but I'm right-handed. This is Kendo Link, so I went ahead and made him right-handed. Don't at me. Alright, the Wii Fit Kendo. It's like the Wii Fit trainer, and I did go based off of the male Wii Fit trainer. Obviously, I am male. I mean, we didn't have to do that, I guess. But he is all white-skinned, pale like that, and slightly anemic, I'm sure. Though those were flying fish fins for that little blue design there on the shirt. Otherwise, it's all pretty self-explanatory. To create my avatar, you guys have seen it in past episodes, but it's essentially starting off with the dude as the source object, emo legs, mocks for the arms, and a very specific man torso. You can find that one. If you just keep typing in man, you'll find it. And so for my dog Apple here, it's the Duck Hunt dog, but it's Duck Hunt Apple. Apple is a dog. He is a Labradoodle. We rescued him off the streets. Somebody abandoned him at the first apartment that me and Mrs. Kendo lived in. I feel like I tell this story every single crossover, but yes, I thought that it was like really good to have him be the Duck Hunt dog. Now my dog is black. Apple is. He's a black Labradoodle, but we don't always color him black. So it's like, for instance, Kendo K. Rool was all green with the scaly skin. I'm obviously not all green. So sometimes we do that, sometimes we don't. But of course, what you're probably noticing is that goofy duck right there with my head and duck bill and all of that. So we did still have the Kendo avatar represented in this a little bit with that Duck Hunt Apple. Mostly just a golden retriever source object. We added a little bit to that, and of course the duck. It had a cockatrice as the legs of that duck and a duck bill. My other dog is Tui. Now, Tui is a little tiny dog. What's funny is that he weighs, I don't know, like 12, 14 pounds, but he actually has Old English sheepdog in him a little bit. We've had both of our dogs DNA tested long, long ago, and so Tui then, of course, just has a lot of other smaller mixed breeds in them, a lot of toy fox terrier and like Chinese crested Chihuahua, Affenpinscher, all that good stuff. But he is Tucario, and so Tucario, we could have gone with Mewtwo. We did actually have a Pokendo, that's a Pokemon crossover with Dr.Kendo commentaries in the past, and we're gonna use that Pikachu. I had like a Pika Kendo, Kendo-Chu, I guess. I thought that Tucario was gonna work really well, so we do have Tucario there with the little spike on his chest. You could use like a Triceratops tailpiece, T-Rex tailpiece, whatever you want for that. That would fit good. Chihuahua head. We actually start off with the dachshund as the source object. Tui is not a dachshund, but it's a good source object in Scribblenauts. You don't always start off with exactly what you want your character to end up as. Like you could be creating, I don't know, like Susie from Deltarune. I started off with a king as the source object. You don't have to use the exact word-for-word objects in this game. I do have a very beautiful wife, Mrs. Kendo, and my wife we actually used in the Super Kendo Brothers crossover. I kind of mentioned that before. It has the Super Mario Brothers characters, and so I'm going to use me as Mario, me as Luigi, but my wife is actually Princess Peach as well as Princess Daisy. And it was funny because when I told her about this, she's like, I'm both of them, and I'm like, well, yeah, but it's like, look at me, I'm like 30 different characters or something, so it's fine if you're multiple characters. And so Mrs. Peach, Mrs. Daisy, Emily Halpin was the source object, and a lot of the other pieces in that. And my wife usually likes to dress kind of like that. She has some dresses, that tie in the middle right there, sort of like Emily Halpin. I guess I didn't fully mention what I like to dress like generally. I usually hate to wear long pants. Of course, it's getting cold out, so I sort of have to, but in general, I'm like the youngster on Pokemon. I love to wear shorts. They're easy and comfy to wear, and so I usually actually do wear shorts, and that's why most of these characters will have the shorts on, a lot of the time blue. But I also, I used to wear red Converse in college, and now I do have some red tennis shoes. I love just kind of having red shoes, so that's also
also what a lot of our characters will have if you're wondering, why does they have some red shoes? Now, two other crossovers that we had, one was Kirby. It was kind of like if Kirby had swallowed me and my family whole, what the Kirby hats would look like. And so for Kirby himself in Smash Bros. Ultimate, in our Smash Kendo Ultimate, of course, crossover, we can use our Kirby, so that's on screen. But we also had the Pokemon trainer. It was really like Ash, I guess the design of Ash, but with Dr. Kendo in mind. And so there's a Kendo Ash to be our Pokemon trainer character from Smash Brothers. Okay, before we get to another like battle sequence or any of that, I do want to show off another character is going to be Mega Kendo. It's like Mega Man. He was the star in our little skit in the beginning and whatnot. I guess not the star, but he was one of the stars and one of the many stars. And so Mega Kendo, pretty self-explanatory, kind of like our Mega Man creation, which we also have done on this channel. I'm going to have links in the description all over the place. I feel like, you guys should allude back to many of those episodes if you do want to see how to, I guess, do some of the design aspects of them. We did have a clown nose where his fist is kind of balled up. It's making a fist like that. And a golden egg with some other stamps and whatnot for his blaster arm. Squid upper tentacle parts are for that black line. It looks like, just one solid line. Look at this, you guys. It's like Avengers was like, this is the biggest crossover in Marvel Cinematic Universe history, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm messing that quote up. And then Smash Brothers, of course, was like, hey, hold my beer. But then Smash Brothers being the biggest crossover, and now I'm riding Tucario. We've got the Pika Kendo. Look at all these characters. This is amazing. And so I'm sitting here like, hold my beer. Except for I don't really drink beer or alcohol in general. Hold my coffee. Yeah. You can see on screen Mrs. Daisy dropped in there. Now, eventually, with all of these characters that are, you're going to see them on screen just getting placed down. But what's going to happen eventually, I'm actually still waiting for it to happen. I thought it was just going to happen right there. Maybe if we place down our Luigi Kendo or something. But what's going to happen is characters will start disappearing. Yep, there it was. Okay, so it's kind of like Infinity War, actually. I, like Thanos with my magic notebook, just kind of snap my fingers, and there goes the Mega Kendo, and a lot of other characters, I guess, left us on screen here. And so unfortunately, I guess Scribblenauts Unlimited, with its unlimited resources, is kind of limited, actually, and we all know that. Dr. Game & Watch. I mean, we could have done like Mr. Game and Kendo or Mr. Kendo and Watch, but my name is not Mr. Kendo. Mr. Kendo was my father's name. I'm Dr. Kendo. Anyway, here we have Dr. Game & Watch. I thought that worked out well. Again, mostly self-explanatory. We actually created Mr. Game & Watch from Super Smash Ultimate's kind of look, which is very similar to all the other Game & Watch models and everything. We did create that in the most recent Scribblenauts creation episode before this one, at the time of this recording, I should say, because people can, of course, view this in the future. Notice, of course, main differences. We do have the toe cap right there to be like he is kind of wearing Converse, but the white is showing up and not the red. Of course, Mr. Game & Watch. Dr. Game & Watch is going to be all black. And of course, the Micah head that is so representative of Dr. Kendo. Okay, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be possibly the hugest battle we have ever seen in my series. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna try. I don't know how well this is going to work in Scribblenauts Unlimited. It's like you can't just individually make them all like aggressive towards each other all at one time, like boom. Like I wish I could. This game is so magical and it has a magic notebook. But why can't we do that, huh? Fifth Cell, who is no longer with us, the studio, rest in peace. Well, I guess they dissolved most of their contents. So anyway, there we go. Mega Kendo is going to start it off for us there with the Kendo Mario. I was trying to lift the Mario so that the Mega Kendo would attack someone else. We're going to have to make somebody else hostile to add to the destruction and all that. So Kendo Kirby right there, the Kirby Kendo. He can do it. And so we got Bowser now instigating some attacks. Let's see, Tucario, you're up next. I choose you, as they say in Pokemon World, and so Tucario gonna go crazy right here. Let's get the Link involved in the action. I don't know how long this is gonna take. We gotta speed up until everybody's like in there as best as we can. And here, we'll get the Kendo Inkling splatter shot right there. Okay, we gotta... I just dropped it. No, I can't pick it up. Okay, there. The Inkling's got the splatter shot. Now, he's gotta get into the battle. God, this is so, like... it's a little bit tedious, and characters are just dying left and right, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. Oh my god, Kendo Kong wasn't even in that battle. Come on, let's get everybody in here. This is gonna be the hugest battle yet. and it does look like the blue inkling has now actually gotten that ink all over the Luigi Kendo. He's all blue like that. That's a nice touch. We did it. Okay, so anyway, that's shooting out gel. That splatter shot shoots out gel if you want it to have that kind of like inky, splattery effect to it and everything. So this is insane. The peaches, not the peaches, the princesses are going at it. Mrs. Kendo, Mrs. Daisy going nuts, and Pika Kendo gonna get out of there. That's who I'm controlling right now. So here, I'll throw this saw blade. It's kind of like Mega Man in the actual game. You know, he can throw that metal blade, and you can pick it up and throw it back. And so I tried, but I don't think I hit anybody. Holy monkeys, it does look like, speaking of holy monkeys, we actually do have Kendo Kong still in this matchup. The inkling is down, actually, ladies and gentlemen, and that splatter shot left behind. Kendo Link now assisting to take out Kendo Mario, it looks like, and I wonder if we can put a stop to that. I mean, I guess in Smash Brothers, you know, you've got to pick one target. You can hit multiple targets, I guess, but it's like you do sometimes got to pick. Oh, wait, Mrs. Peach was in there, now out of there because of Kendo Kong. Holy monkeys, it looks like he is going to win. I don't know why I keep saying holy monkeys. It must be that Kendo Kong spirit. There he goes with the celebratory push-ups. All right, can you guess what's going to happen? We're going to have a lot of heavyweights going up against each other, and Incineroar, because he's like as tall as some of these heavyweights. There we go. There will be no more walls once we get into this epic battle. Kaboom! It looks like Bowser Kendo coming in there and setting Kendo Kong on fire. The Kendo K rule going at it, punching him from behind, and that Bowser doesn't know which way to turn. Incineroar also in on the battle, going up against Kendo Kong, who won that last one, so maybe he's got this like vendetta. We gotta take Kendo Kong out of there, who is just on fire constantly, and does look like Kendo Kong is probably gonna be the first one out of here. All these guys have a lot of health, so yes, that is going to be again celebratory push-ups with Incineroar. That is hilarious. Oh man, so it is now down to the wire between these three competitors right here. It looks like that Bowser Kendo stuck in between a rock and a hard place, or at least like a fiery and a scaly place. I don't know. He is gonna go down right there. That is it. Down goes the Kendo Bowser, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here, let's speed that up a little bit. And so now Incineroar versus Kendo K Rule. Who's gonna end up on top? They are actually very, very close in health, but it does seem that Incineroar is down by one heart. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not seen athleticism like this since the last Kendo crossover, I think. Did we have a big fight in that one? I don't know. Go ahead and like and subscribe. I don't know why I said that now. Because Incineroar has fallen, and Kendo K Rule is your winner for that next round. But Dr. Kendo, what about all the other characters? Yes, we gotta get to them now. Maybe those super familiar with the channel are gonna remember Father Kendo. Well, we've got Captain Father, Captain Falcon, of course, inspired character for my dad. So my dad, his main style is, oddly enough, he wears these bright orange Crocs sometimes. I don't even think he wears those anymore now, but like when we first did it, we created him in Kendo for the first time, and he was wearing the orange Crocs back then, which was a little over a year ago at the time of this recording. He's always wearing sunglasses. Even like when he's inside, he'll be like wearing sunglasses sometimes. So very, very good for Captain Falcon, because we can have that visor type look, but the sunglasses, and he's often wearing this hat like a fedora. So in this game, you can either type in fedora or bowler hat. By the way, those sunglasses, interestingly enough, I guess they were taken from Invisible Man in Scribblenauts. So you can actually find some interesting sunglasses there. And he's always got a watch on as well. So we did have a watch. And you know something? I know what the people want. They want my baby to be in here. Yes, of course, Baby Kendo. We have not had a Kendo crossover with Baby Kendo walking yet. Baby Kendo does walk now. He sometimes, of course, stumbles and falls a little bit, usually just falls on his butt and gets right back up, and it's all good. So, of course, why not like young Link? You know, we had Kendo Link in there, the Breath of the Wild clothing mostly, but young Link could be like Baby Link. Look at him right there. He's got a little cardboard sword. I didn't make like a real sword. That's a little supposed to be a cardboard sword. We just typed in sword and colored it that way. He's got these epic blue Nikes. Oh my god, Baby Kendo in real life has these blue Nikes, and so I gave him shoes that look sort of like that instead of brown Link boots. Baby Kendo, oh my god, he's so cute. He's got so much hair now too. Kendo Pit, hopeful to win in that early sequence in this video, you know, the little skit at the beginning. Anyway, Kendo Pit has Pegasus, if you get that, and to get the wing of the Pegasus in the back there for the wings on Kendo Pit. Kenpo, that's one of Maxwell's mini brothers. That's the arms right there, because it's a sleeveless character, so we're gonna make him sleeveless with the shirt on still, and a black belt kind of for the belt in the middle. Scimitar twice for the weapon right there, and I guess Spiderfish was the eyebrows. A lot of the other stuff kind of remaining the same. We did have fingerless gloves, though, painted with the flesh tone for the fingers. Looks good, looks good. Now, I would say last character that we'll go ahead with the creations for is going to be Sonic, Sonic Kendo. Now, a lot of people, I guess we'll call him Kendo the Hedgehog. A lot of people did ask for a Sonic Kendo crossover. It just hasn't really happened yet in time frames and the number of votes. Of course, because we just create whatever's most popular, most requested down in the comments below on any of the Scribblenauts creation videos. And so I think most of the Kendo avatar stuff is here, except for we have the great white shark for the spines on the back, as well as a flying fish fin. The bottom fin piece is for the tail of our Kendo hedgehog, and a pool girl is for the nose. That flying fish fin is also for the mouth. We just gave it a pattern, a color pattern in there for some teeth, cat ears for the ears. So you know what? Let's move on to some more battles. This battle is something proper. We got Kendo the Hedgehog versus the We Fit Kendo. Two athletes, major speed, I guess, involved in this battle. We should actually speed it up for that purpose. So let's see. These characters pretty well matched, I would say. Kendo the Hedgehog might have a little bit of an advantage here. Of course, a little bit more speed, if we're going to really analyze it. And yes, Kendo the Hedgehog with that last hit. Boom, We Fit Kendo is out of there and down. This is always weird in these Kendo crossovers, though, when you throw my baby in there. I mean, I should say the same about my wife and my dad, my dogs. Like, I don't want to hit any of them. And so we need to remove ourselves a little bit from that. Holy monkeys. I was going to say we need to remove ourselves a little bit, but baby Kendo holding his own. We're not even going to make the pit Kendo go after him. Baby Kendo just annihilated the Apple Duck Hunt dog and Captain Father. I gave baby Link these bombs that he'll shoot out after he loses or gains health. That's one of the scripts. Okay. So, another battle could be a character we haven't used yet. That's, for battles, I don't think, is going to be the Dr. Game & Watch Kendo in there, going up against that Pit Kendo. And, oh my god, did you see those major ups from Kendo Bowser? Holy monkeys, I did not know he could jump like that. And so, looks like Kendo Kong, one of the victors of the past, is still in this, gonna be set on fire again from Bowser. Who's actually gonna be victorious? Kendo Pit down to that last little bit of health, that last percentage. Boom! There he goes. He is out of there. This is clearly a stamina battle if we're going by Smash Ultimate type rules or whatever, or methodology. And so the Kendo Bowser, I think, is gonna win this one. It's pretty obvious. It's looking to be that way. So Kendo Bowser down to, actually has 2 hearts, but Kendo Kong on that last little bit of health. So no surprise there. It looks like Kendo Bowser is gonna be your winner for this stamina battle. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta ask you, who would you main in Super Smash Kendo Ultimate? We're showing all these characters on screen, but I really enjoyed having you here today. Be sure to subscribe, click the end screen on screen, and I'll catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.
Down the road of twists and turns, always anxious to see what's within. We can look ahead to the point of no return, to the rest of our lives as a spectacle.